So I've been meditating for 500 days in a row. Obviously, there's been some missed days. I haven't meditated some days. Some days I'm in the car or something and I can't meditate. But for the most part, I've meditated for around 500 days. It's like my streak is like 497 days. So I've been meditating for a while now. And I've been meditating probably about like a year and a half, a bit less than a year and a half, because 500 days. I started in October 2022 and just been going ever since. For me, I sort of found it was easy. Well, not easy, but it was simple for me to start, because all it really was just me sitting on my bed or sitting on the floor and just breathing, just focusing on my breath. And I don't get why it's like so difficult for some people. So I wanted to make this video to like sort of explain the benefits I felt from doing 500 days, or but just about 500 days. If someone watching this video, you don't know what meditation is, it's literally just, there's various different types of meditation, so I'm not going to name all of them, but the one that I mostly do is just sitting down and focusing on your breath. Just breathing in and focusing on your breath. Doesn't need to be your breath. Mindful meditation doesn't need to be on your breath. It can be anything that you're focusing on. It could be focusing on your toe, your base, and like the coldness of the room. But for the most part, it's mostly just the breathing that you focus on. So what was I like before I started meditating? Before I started meditating, I was a really angry kid. Like, my friends can vouch, my parents can vouch. I used to just scream at my parents for like seemingly no reason. Like, if they shout at me, I'll shout like even more back, just because I was a stupid kid. Like, I didn't meditate. Like, you gotta meditate, manage your emotions. But obviously I was a kid, I didn't know that. And then my friends, they can vouch. Like, in person, I didn't get too angry, but online, I was a son of a bitch. I got so angry online. And playing games like GTA Brawlhalla. GTA, I'd be doing the heist, I'd be taking it so seriously. My friends, they just be messing about, and I get so angry, I just start just shouting, like, get on. Like, what we're actually supposed to be doing. Like, if I got griefed, I'd just get pissed off. When I used to play, like, this was a long time ago, I'd just like cry. Like, if someone's just like griefing me, if someone's just being just a dickhead, I'd just cry. Messing around, I'd get pissed off. We're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. And I was just so sensitive. In Brawlhalla, I'd shout at my friends because like I was quite good at games. My friends also quite good, but when they messed up and they could like kept messing up, I'd just shout at them. Like, not like because I hated them or I didn't like them. It was just like my emotions just kept flaring up. I had a very low amount of discipline. I'd constantly be eating junk food and just giving into like easy pleasures, just like easy temptations and pleasures. I'd lie in bed for about half the day, not even joking, just sitting in bed watching TikToks, waiting to get up. But I knew I wanted to get up, but I just never got up until like eventually I had to like just crawl out of bed. And I had really low attention span. I could not just sit still, just eat my food and not watch anything. I always, like, I played games 24/7, or I went out, and in the classroom especially, I couldn't pay attention. I didn't focus. I didn't learn much. But then I saw something. I saw a video about meditation. I started like getting into like the self-improvement niche, like watching videos about it. And I saw a video about meditation. And I've heard about meditation before from my friend. My friend was talking about it, like saying, oh, do you do it? Like, I heard this guy keeps talking about it, and I started watching that guy. And I just wanted to sort of like get validation from him, but also at the same time I knew it was good for me. So I wanted to get validation like from my friend. Oh, look, I meditate, and I like just tell him about my progress. So just during my workout, like, I was working out at home. I just downloaded the app because I was listening to the video at the same time, like during my workout, because instead of music, I was just listening to basically a podcast, just a guy talking and like talking like an educational podcast, just talking good words. So I downloaded the app, right? I downloaded Medito, but it just like just stayed in my phone. I forgot about it, stayed there for a couple of days until one day I was just like scrolling through my phone again, and I saw the app and I was like, oh, just screw it, let me just try it. So I sit down and literally there's courses there. So the first like course was just 3 minutes. It wasn't 3 minutes, it was like a minute long, just introduction. And I was like, oh, that's pretty good. And I did it again. Not the next day, I just like redid it, like the next part of the course. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. I knew it was good for me, so I just like, yeah, might as well. And then the next day I just did it again. This time the courses were longer, so I was just doing it from the courses, and they kept gradually getting longer. And then on some other part of the day, I would just like do, oh, this is what I do. First I do the course meditation, which was about like 5 minutes. And then I moved on from like 3 daily meditations to like 5-minute daily meditations to 10 to 15, 20. My girlfriend thought I was crazy. She thought like I'm just sitting on the floor, just like, just being crazy on the floor. Not crazy, just like sitting in silence. She thought it was like absurd to think about. Which just like shows the amount of like low attention span. It's not good. It's not good. And I also told some people about like me trying meditation. One of my friends, I remember this to this day, because this is what really like motivated me. I don't know why it motivated me, but I was telling him about, oh yeah, we were just riding our bikes. I'm like, yeah, start meditation. Feel much better. You should do it actually. And it's like, yeah, but whose life is better though? And then that just stuck with me, like, I just started meditation, but whose life is actually better? And I thought about it, like, he's more like degenerate, like more like instant gratification pleasures, but it was still that life that you would want, like a lot of girls and just like a lot of fun. So that really like motivated me. It made me want to improve, and it wanted me to prove him wrong. Like, yeah, my life is gonna be better because I started doing this meditation. I'm gonna do other things as well. So yeah, that's just a bit about myself. So then fast forward a couple weeks / months, I started noticing some subtle changes. Like they like were gradual changes. Like they didn't come all at once. It just like slowly started to come in. So I noticed I had more discipline. I could do the harder things much easier. Like getting out of bed in the morning. Before, that used to be a struggle for me, but then I could just do it. Working out, before I didn't work out much. I worked out regularly, but not like that much because I didn't feel like doing it. But as I started meditation, I started like, shit, this is good for me. So, and because I could actually like discipline myself to do it. And then also I started eating healthier foods, better foods, and I stopped eating the worst foods, which takes a bit of discipline. And similar to discipline, I got more self-control. I noticed I could control my urges to not eat junk food, to not play video games, to not fap. And it was just like a part of me. Like meditation actually builds you up so much, like discipline, self-control. It's like one of the things that's never talked about in like self-improvement or just bettering yourself. Like, sure, it's talked about, but it's not like the results from it about discipline. And then also I got more emotional control. I no longer got like really angry. Like obviously we're all human, we'll get a bit mad sometimes, but I had never like noticed that I would be like so angry that I couldn't control it. And I stopped like also feeling feelings of sadness. Like I still felt sad, but I can control it. Before, I used to be a really big crier. I cried all the time whenever I was playing the games, and I felt like shit, like because I was being trolled or like people were just being annoying. I always just cried. Since meditating, I haven't cried. Might not be a good thing, like limiting my thing, but I'm not limited. I could cry if I want to, but it's just like I can control myself to not. If you understand what I'm trying to say. And then I could just focus better as well. I no longer needed this distractions to be constantly stimulating me. I could focus better in lessons. I could read books. I can talk to people without like having a thought just like wander off in my head and not be able to listen to them anymore. And the way I feel now, it's literally those exact symptoms that I was talking about, but it's just compounded so much. Like with meditation, it's like a slow graph, like it just like a compound graph. It just like goes up and it keeps going up. That's what meditation is like. You're not going to feel the results after 1 day or 2 days. You might feel better 1 day or 2 days. You might feel better, but it won't be like the like crazy amount of results in like just a couple weeks. You'll feel something though, something good. And for the longest time when I meditated, I just did 20 minutes in the morning. So I completed the courses and I would do 20 minutes in the morning for like about 10 months. That's what I did. Now, to like for more time management, I just do 10 minutes in the morning and I'll leave it like that. Sometimes I'll do it in the night. With the night, it's harder in my case to do it at the night. In the morning, you could just do it, like get out of your way, like for the process. It's like laying bricks. I don't know, this just popped in my head. Laying bricks. Once you lay one, you can lay another one. When I wake up, there's no like junk in the way. I don't even know where I'm going with this. There's no junk in the way. There's no junk in the way, like scrolling on your phone. Like if you wake up in the morning and you go straight to meditation, you're not going to be scrolling on your phone. And then it's like, it lays the first brick of the day. So you can keep laying good bricks, and you don't get them junky bricks. You get the good bricks. I mean, it's an alright analogy. Don't know where it came from. But with 10 minutes, I still feel the same. Still feel the same, like, good, new version of myself. And saying no to the bad habits is so much more manageable because of this meditation. I don't feel obliged to do the bad habits. I don't have any bad habits anymore. For me, they're not habits. They're just, like, occasional like, setbacks. They're not so occasional. Like, I'm no longer addicted to anything, which is really good. I feel much better now. And this is just meditation. I'm telling. Meditation is a step forward for humanity. So if you've been inspired by this video to start meditating or to become more consistent in your meditation because you already do meditate, then I recommend downloading Medito. I'm not sponsored. I'm not big enough to be sponsored yet. Get Medito and do the courses. Start with the courses and then you can start doing the daily meditation, the timer. I use the timer. I don't like having some like talk in my head telling me to do stuff over and over, so I just like, it's nice to have just a timer, just yourself, you and your thoughts, you versus your thoughts. And that's it from me. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope it wasn't waffle. This one I actually scripted. Leave me any comments, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one in a bit. You might notice I keep changing the angles. Keep changing the angles of these videos. Just experimenting. I need to buy myself a capture card to like hook up my camera to my PC, because right now I'm just using my phone and my mic. Let me know in the comments any video suggestions you've got for me, any videos you want me to make. Like, I'm always fresh with ideas. It's just, I want to know the stuff that you guys want me to like make videos about. Alright, well, take care. Have a good rest of your day if it's morning or evening. If it's night, have a good night. See you later.